Hi everyone, Farmer Rob here from Cannonall Farm with Beryl and a new lad who was giving us all a lot of anxiety and worry because he had as some of you will have seen earlier, had a really sticky start to life. It was a difficult calving, not one that we didn't feel we could get. Wade was always confident. It was tight, but not that tight that it gave us anxiety. Other than we just knew we had to be careful for Beryl because he's a big lad. This and she's not the biggest cow. She's a lovely cow. She's my dad's favourite actually, and named after his sister. Come on, fella. And you can see he's an awful lot better than he was. And we've had the vet out. We've had Rowan, and he's given him the once over, and we filmed it all for the Yorkshire vet. So you'll get the inside scoop on all those shenanigans. But he's he out of the woods? He's not. The one thing that's giving us concern now is he's lost a little bit of blood from his navel. So, hello darling, good girl. So that's just giving us slight cause for concern, but he can get up. I'm going to see if I can encourage him to get up now. Come on, fella. Come on, son. There we go. And you can see he's a real big lad. A big, strong bull calf. His dad's over there. And he's just a little bit over on his front hocks, but he's straight now. And he's lost a little bit of blood from his navel. I've had to tie it off 3 times. But I think we've got it sorted now. And when I say a bit of blood, a few spots, it's nothing in itself to worry about. We've had him drinking off that front quarter there. We've taken loads of milk off Beryl and we've frozen it. So that's grade A colostrum. We gave this lad 2+ litres straight into his tummy when Rowan was here, so that's giving him a great start. He's had a bit of a steroid to pep him up. He's had a few bits and bobs that just give him that better chance, because we want him to have the absolute best chance. So all in all, she loves him. She really loves him, and I think that's the problem. She licks that navel, and she'd be better off licking his backside, to be honest. Because, should win a gurning competition. You see, she's just tasting the iodine off his navel. But, and I think that's what's just disturbing it. And just making it sore each time. But all in all, he looks an awful lot better than he did this morning. I think you'd all agree with that. Beryl looks fantastic. Really pleased with her. I mean, she's a big bag full of milk. And believe me, Philip milked every drop off those back 2 quarters, every drop, and froze it. And now they're full again, aren't they? So she's going to keep making milk. We've given her another calcium just to ward off the threat of milk fever. So we feel as though we've dotted every I and crossed every T. But but I'm going to keep looking, and I'm going to make sure that navel doesn't weep any more blood. And if it does, we'll get the vet to stitch it if needs be. But at the moment, we think we've tied it off, but I'm going to watch it. Lisa Jane said, "I'm so glad he's okay. I've been thinking about him." Yeah, I know. And Lisa Jane, I know exactly what you mean. When something's not right, I often think about it until it is right, hopefully. And that's probably the best place for him, actually, when I think about it. Sat down. He's just had a feed. We've had him on one of the front teats, and he had a real good drink. Not like Dave on a Friday night, but certainly, a strong midweek drink. So very happy from that perspective. Very happy with Beryl. I thought Wade did a fantastic, compassionate, caring, skillful job. Because the calf needed to come out, but she needed looking after, and I think he struck the right balance, absolutely the right balance. So she's having a spring pup, so that's good, because all those things need to keep working. So 1,800 people obviously been thinking about this lad. So thank you very much for all your messages, all your likes, all your concerns. Give us a share if you can. So yeah, we're generally pleased. You know, I don't sort of think, oh, I'm off for a beer, I'm happy. You know, I'm going to keep watching him, because you drop your guard and you get a right hook, and we're not going to do that. So we're going to make sure that we keep him looked after, and make sure that navel doesn't start to weep blood or anything like that. That's where I'm sort of worried at the moment. He's just had a feed. Give him another feed later. I'll encourage him to feed later. Might feed himself now. Other than that, it's just a case of keeping a good eye. You know, and we know we've another cow that's close. She's not past the placenta yet, but I'm hoping that'll happen in due course. Shouldn't be too much longer, hopefully. So yeah, all in all, really pleased with him. What could have been a really tricky situation, thought Wade and David did a fine job, and Ruth and Philip, and yeah, everyone did a really good, skillful, competent, effective job. They all knew the roles. No heroes, just a good, strong result, and that's what we've got. So, like any baby, he's having a little sleep. I'm not going to disturb him any longer. I'm going to get up if I can. Had a bit of a when we were feeding, when we were milking Beryl, we put the halter on, had her tied up, and she just the calf started to try and stand up, and it just blew her mind a bit, and she lurched to the side, and she knocked me like into next week. I fell on them tubs there, on my back and my side, and I thought, oh God, what have I done? But thankfully there were no damage done. I'm sure there were people watching here who were watching today, and it did give me a bit of a shake, but anyway, I'm all right. As long as the calf's all right, that's the main thing. So once again, the questions are not coming through to me, so apologies I can't answer any questions, but hopefully I've passed on all the information that I need to in this broadcast. I'm going to go and get a cup of tea now, get a shower. Been filming all day for one thing and another. We're doing a podcast this afternoon with Barnsley's best ever boxer, British and Commonwealth champion Callum Simpson. He's been visiting us, talking to my dad, talking about my dad's boxing days and all that malarkey. Had a real good chat with him, a real grand bloke, and we've taken some pictures, and they'll be out on social media in the next few days. So we've had a fun afternoon filming for the Yorkshire Vet, done 2 sequences for them. We're off filming in Thirsk tomorrow. It's non-stop, it's all go, but it's all good fun. So yeah, thank you very much for all your concern. Thank you for all your comments. Wonderful news that he's loads better. Still a bit of a journey to travel with him before I can say we're absolutely in the clear. But Robin was happy with him when he left. We're happy with him generally. He's a little bit big and lethargic, and he'll be sore, won't he? You know, he's come from a very secure, loving environment into, through a very tight passage and out into the big wide world. So he's bound to feel a little bit sore in places, but in general, he looks good. Beryl looks fantastic. Couldn't be happier with her. She loves him. She's done a great job. Everyone's done a great job. Really, really pleased with how everything's turned out. So I'm going to say cheerio for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your concern. Please keep your notifications turned on. We've got Rainbow, the Shetland pony, due to foal, I would think possibly any time. We've got Pearl, the American miniature horse, who's very, very close. And we've got Shirley, the cow, who's also very close. So there's plenty more happening. Even though lambing time seems like a distant memory, there are still many, many new arrivals at Cannon Hall Farm, and lots of stuff to keep you entertained. So please keep your notifications turned on. Thank you for your interest. Have a lovely evening, and cheerio from me. Bye-bye, everyone.